Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Monday. Well, today I thought we'd work on Narnia by Hicks Creates, and I will insert a picture prior to me starting this video of a color picture of this so that you can know what it actually looks like and how they stitched it. And it calls for, I'm using the called for threads, which are 791 and 783. And it's a DMC. And I'm kind of liking working on this. It's really nice. The fabric that I'm using is 16 count opal by Picture This Plus. And it's kind of a rose tan, if you will. But it works really well for these purples or for this purple, not these, because there's only one purple. See if we can get you where you need to be. Oh, yesterday was a day. I didn't do much of anything. I tried to make my ham in my, what do you call it, toaster oven, because it's big. And I bought it for that reason. And it wouldn't stay on the shelf because it was a little heavy. It was only like 8 pounds. But evidently that was 8 pounds of too much pressure. And, excuse me. So I ended up putting it in the crock pot and cooking it for like 4 hours on high, covered with foil. Yeah, it worked great. It worked great. And I worked on finishing this leaf yesterday, and I started on the gold. I wanted to see both the colors together before I went any further with this. I'm trying to figure out where I need to be. Okay. Couldn't figure out which direction I wanted to go there. But this is a real easy stitch. Quite nice. There's nothing real difficult about it. I do have a line keeper that someone had sent me. I couple, 3 or 4 of them, because 2 people actually sent me line keepers. They're just a godsend, especially when you get going across like this, and sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out where you're at and where you're going, but I use it a lot. It's such a pretty purple. Like I said, it's kind of a royal purple. Well, if I could just see today. Molly and I didn't go anywhere yesterday at all. Because it was Sunday and everything else. And Easter. Just no place to go. So we just stayed home and played possum. I worked a little bit on this, and I worked on the 2 birds in a tree piece from Modern Folk Embroidery. And that's how I spent most of my day. Watched a lot of, not watched, but listened to Grey's Anatomy. I had it on pretty much all day. That way I can concentrate. I did end up watching a few floss tubes. I'm anxious to see how this purple, it'll frame it. So, and this seems to be like sections, if you will. Let me look, see if I can show you. You know, like this is a section, and then you can do this part, and then you can work on this great big huge thing. It's kind of, it reminds me of a Quaker, but yet the layout, but not the little patterns or motifs. And I just thought they were so different. Just so different. I love it. Just absolutely love it. And I'm sorry, this is the worst picture in the world. But it'll work. It will work, and I like this fabric. I was looking for some new fabric for Ann Thomas. I don't know quite how big or small a fabric, but it's got to be 28 count and up on an even weave. So we'll see. Hadn't really, it wasn't in my let's hurry up and order that, you know, because that pattern's a piece of work. Just absolute piece of work. It's tougher than it looks, and it has a lot of shading in it. So, don't know. I did watch some floss tube, and nothing's jumping out at me again. We must be in a, not in a rut, but just waiting mode. Now, the stuff I ordered from Amazon, oh, I think it was Thursday. I think it was Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday. I ordered some of the Sulky Petites. So that should be here today. We'll see. And I have no way of finding out if anything else is close or not close. AliExpress said it was in Grand Prairie, Texas. So we'll see. And that was like 4 or 5 days ago. So who knows? Who knows? And I believe this is just straight cross stitch. I don't think there's any half or quarter stitches or anything like that in this thing, or 3/4 stitches so far. And I don't believe that there's any back stitching in it. I didn't, you know, look at the pattern real close, but that just doesn't seem to be Jan Hicks's style. But it could be. I mean, she's an accomplished needle person, so stuff could happen. But so far, no surprises. I mean, it's just right down the line. I worked on Two Birds in a Tree by Modern Folk Embroidery. Oh, I love that little pattern. That is, it's just the right size. I'm doing it on 28 count. And I believe you could probably do it on whatever you wanted. But I am using sulky thread. So, I like how it's turning out. And hopefully the colors of the silky thread that I got be nice and pretty. And I got some solids. I don't know if I got any more of the blendables or not. Just can't remember. I went a little nuts. So So I think I bought about 20 spools of it. They had, you know, how they have them. They're in kits. Not kits, but, you know, packs of either 10 or 4 or 6. I don't know. Something like that. I mean, there weren't too many of them, and they weren't too terribly expensive, so I was pretty happy about that. Get rid of this thread a minute. I know, I got a string hanging over here. He's in my way. So I was coming down here, and I'm like, well, no, I want to see it all together. You know? How that goes. Sometimes you just got to get the full rounded picture. But it is beautiful. Still haven't... Oops. I lost my thread that I had. Whoa. Crash, boom, bang. It seems like I'm working left-handed for some reason. And I'm a right-handed stitcher. Since I moved this desk around, it's like, holy crap, I can't figure out what I'm doing, and I don't even know where I'm going to do floss tube. That would be the next little nightmare. Because I've closed off my, what do you call it? My recliner where I sit. Yeah. We'll figure it out one way or the other. Come on. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to getting that material, that sulky thread. I don't know, I just like it. And I only have to use one strand on it, with it, you know, whatever I was stitching on that 28 count. So we'll just wait and see. But I'll have to run into town today. I gotta pick up some stuff at the grocery store and go to the post office and probably have to go do laundry. Yay! My idea of a good time. So, yeah, not much planned today. Tomorrow I gotta go back to work. Yippee yippee. It's been getting busier by the week, but at least we got past Easter. So it should calm down a little bit. Oh, sorry. Because we had spring break and everybody was home, trying to get everything together. See what I mean? It's like we're backwards. Isn't that pretty? It looks so close. This is another one of those, it says 16 count, but the squares are very small. And like I said, I think it's due to the dyeing of the fabric. But usually I have this closer to my face. Come on. So it's a bit easier to see. I just wanted to show you what my progress was and show you what a good pattern it was. It's very nice. Now, I don't know. I think I'll, finish the page. But I'm liking this two-tone thing. Or two colors of stitching. I really like that one by Modern Folk Embroidery. That is the 2021 I think it's a year-long sale, and it's in two-tone of blue. I'd like to know what color blue and what color fabric they got that on, because it's just absolutely gorgeous. But like I said, it's right up there with Long Dog, and I'm not real sure that I want to stitch it. I like looking at it. I think it's beautiful. And yeah, but no, I don't know. And I was watching X-Stitch, I think that's her name, X-Stitch MD, and she finished a Long Dog, and I don't know the name of it. It's in French, I believe. Sash something. I've seen it before, but it's so dense. And it's not very big. Of course, she did it on like probably 40 count. You know how that goes. But yeah, it was really pretty when she got done with it. And I believe it's a single color. I saw Ink Circles has a new pattern out. And I think it's called Blue Velvet. Yeah. I can't finish the ink circles I got. I can't even remember when I last worked on Elemental Dragons, which I absolutely love. But I should finish some of these things. I think I've got almost one full page done, or one side of one page done. It's not very big either, but oh well. Can't get that done. And I watched Georgia, is it Georgia Stitcher? She had finished a pattern. It said something about take life with a green, I think it's Stitchtopia? Is that the, it's an Etsy name, I think. And it said take life with a grain of, a pinch of salt and a wedge of lime and a shot of tequila or something like that. I just thought that was great. So I kind of hemmed and hawed whether or not to get that one, but yeah, that's pretty much my life. But no, I don't drink that much tequila. I love tequila, but it don't love me. It stays with me as far as making me feel like I was run over by a truck, but I do like the way it tastes. And sometimes when it's really hot, I like to make tequila sunrises in the summer. But, you know, we're talking about, okay, we've had one, we're done, and then it won't come around again for another year. But, yeah, because you can't overdo with that tequila. But I just thought that saying was cute. But, yeah, I probably got a bottle of tequila in there I've probably had for 3 years. It ought to be good and aged. But it's not something I feel the need to drink every once in a while, but it seems like it's taken us forever for getting down here, because these little stitches are so small. I swear, it feels like 18 count. I can't even imagine stitching on a 22 count. Or, what is it? 18? I don't know what's next on the what do you call it? The Eta scale. Once you hit 18, what's next? Is there smaller? Is there way, way, way smaller? No. Can't even hardly see this. Let's not deal. I just love this color, though. And it looks redder in the picture at 1, 2, 3 Stitch than it actually is. It's more of a clay, like a terracotta. Like a pale terracotta with some brown in it. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. I think I need to go. Well, we can go down because it's going to go down and repeat that pattern. Hang on. I got to get everything out of the way. So you've got, what is it, 6, almost 7 of those grape leaves there. But I just wanted to see what it looked like, and then I can go on. See, once I've satisfied my curiosity as to, is it all going to work out, you know, then I can go and do all the side or whatever. But I just got to see it pictured together. I didn't get much done on the world laughs in flowers. I started the corner, and that was as far as I got. Sometimes I can get real far, and sometimes not. Something else came along, and I had to go do that. And by the time I get back to what I was stitching on, it's like, nope, don't want to stitch on that now. So I put it away for a little bit. So I might drag it out today. We'll see. I gotta have that. And I got, thank you, Stephanie, for getting in touch with me, and I'm gonna try to get to the post office. I gotta go anyway. So, and get your package out. Thank you for contacting me. Yesterday when I uploaded my video, and I did it so late, it took 2 hours to download the video, and it wasn't that long. I don't know what the problem was yesterday. Haven't got a clue. So hopefully that won't be the case today. Oops. Shh. Molly. I don't know what she's barking at now. Must be somebody running around. Hush. Hush. Alright, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. Get this cut if I can. There we go. But isn't that pretty? Let me bring you down so you can see the full. Whoop. Go this way. Isn't that pretty? Let me back it out just a bit. There we go. So you can see the whole synopsis. But yeah, it's coming along really well. And it's just 2 colors. You can't beat that. I mean, seriously. Alright, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. God bless. And we will see you again tomorrow. And I'll put a color picture in of this. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.